Okay, section 2. Dumbest way I've ever injured myself. Um, actually, the dumbest way I've actually ever injured myself, I would say, would be, um, you know, that's pretty dumb. 27 staples, stabbing myself in the neck, nicked my jugular vein with that one, had arterial spray hit the ceiling. Wonderful thing, isn't it? Yeah. Um, yeah, I'd say the dumbest ways that I've ever injured myself were the ones that were self inflicted, not the accidents, the purposes. Um, Most embarrassing thing that happens to me frequently. um, uh, hmm, Look at shaky. um, Look at them teeth. Jeez, they're brown. Uh, uh, Embarrassing thing that happens to me frequently. Hmm. Quite possibly brain farts. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing having something that you want to say and it's just totally not wanting to come to mind. Depends on the situation, of course. It's less embarrassing when you're around somebody who's more familiar, but it happens frequently, obviously. But, you know, not being around unfamiliar people, that doesn't happen very often because I'm kind of reclusive. Um, um, there we are. Yeah, almost thought I was at the hard question. But what animal would be most terrifying if they could talk? Probably Boofers, because he's been around for a few years, and he's seen some pretty crazy crap that would be. I would be terrified if he could speak and tell people some of the things that he's witnessed. There's a lot of things that I am very, very much so not proud of. Anyway, one thing I wish could be easier about our relationship. um, um, uh, you know, I don't think anything about our relationship should be easy, honestly. Because things that you don't work for, you don't appreciate as much. So there's that. Anything worth doing well, or anything worth doing, is worth doing well. And that requires effort. And anything that requires effort generally isn't really that easy. So, yeah, there you go. There's that. If I could change anything about my past, what would it be? Um, uh, that's a really hard one because there's There's a lot of things that I would like to say that I would like to have done differently. Like most everything, actually. But everything would have to be compartmentalized, broken down into sections of things I would have done differently at different times. But any one of those things having been done differently would have made the next thing that I would have done differently non-existent, because the entire outcome of everything would have been different. But I guess to start with, something that I would have done differently would have been not to have ran away so much as a kid. And I don't just mean that literally, I mean that figuratively also. I mean, it's one thing to have smoked weed, but it's quite something else to have ventured off into the directions that I did. Um, so starting there, that would have altered so many things. If I would have just stayed in place and done what I was supposed to have done to begin with, so many less hurtful things would have happened. And it's not the hurtful, it's not the things that I've done that hurt me. Most specifically, that bothers me, it's the things that have hurt other people. Because obviously I can kind of handle the pain because I've been handling the pain somewhat, at least. I mean, it hasn't killed me. That's only by the grace of God. But everything I ever did that hurt somebody else that I cared deeply about is something that I wish I could eradicate. So there's that.